Today, we will focus on some of the research projects under the OMIC Technologies for Health Research Program. As mentioned by Dr. Montoya, our discussion will hopefully show us the importance of generating knowledge on Filipino genetics in the context of healthcare. Exploring genomics for health can help us provide health solutions and interventions that are more suited and potentially more effective for our countrymen. To give a final message to our media partners and attendees, allow me to give the virtual floor to a champion of science, technology, and innovation, DOST-Undersecretary for Research and Development, Rowena Cristina Guevara, for her closing remarks.
Maraming salamat, Dr. Sharia. DOST Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña, DOST-Philippine Council for Health Research and Development Executive Director, Dr. Jaime C. Montoya, to our esteemed panel of experts, Dr. Ruth Pineda-Cortel, Dr. Reynaldo Garcia, Dr. Eva Cutionco de la Paz, and Dr. Jacqueline Dominguez, to our moderator, Dr. Sharia Lane de Paz Silava, to our friends in media, and to everyone joining us live through Facebook, maraming salamat po for joining us in another productive discussion of our initiatives in health, research, and development. If you will note, this is the fourth time that we are meeting this year for the Talakayang Heartbeat. In the previous months, we covered our thrusts related to COVID-19, disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation for health, and the search for functional foods. Albeit brief, we value these conversations with you as an important part of disseminating research outputs and ultimately bringing science closer to the Filipino people. Today, we focus on some of our initiatives on genomics, which we started to explore and invest in way back in 2011. Now known as OMIC Technologies for Health Program under the DOST's Harmonized National Research and Development Agenda, the priority area grew to cover cross-cutting disciplines, which aim to generate meaningful information that will lead to the development of medicines and therapeutics that are well-suited for the Filipino, ensure that diagnostic kits are reliable, and support the country's health and clinical practices guidelines and policies. In fact, in a span of just 8 years, we have invested more than 995 million pesos for R&D projects and initiatives dedicated to OMIC Technologies for Health. While reaping the fruits of R&D takes time and significant effort, we are proud of the feats that were achieved in this field, such as the establishment of the Philippine Genome Center in Diliman, the Philippine Genome Center in Visayas, the Philippine Genome Center in Mindanao, the launch and implementation of pioneering projects focused on genomics of various diseases, and the contributions of our supported projects to the country's COVID-19 response, among others. Of course, none of these projects will be possible without the commitment and hard work of our partner researchers. I would like to thank and commend our guest speakers for today, whose expertise and dedication to research paved the way for the success of these projects dedicated to identifying biomarkers in diseases that burden us Filipinos. Dr. Maria Ruth Pineda-Cortel, who was also nominated as our country's representative to the ASEAN-US Science Prize for Women in 2020 for her project on gestational diabetes mellitus. Dr. Reynaldo Garcia and Dr. Eva Cutionco de la Paz, leading experts of the Philippine Genome Center and the National Institute of Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, who are working on colorectal cancer, among other diseases of importance, and Dr. Jacqueline Dominguez, a notable neurologist working on familial frontotemporal dementia, or FTD. Indeed, it is heartwarming to see our investments in health yield valuable results and outputs that are relevant to our community's needs. It is my hope that in the coming years, we will be able to build our capacities in genomics better and partner with more researchers and institutions in the field. The Department of Science and Technology will always be your partner in advancing science, technology, and innovation. Rest assured that at the heart of our service is the mission to make lives better for the Filipino people. Until the next Talakayang Heartbeat, maraming salamat po at magandang agham po sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much, Usec Guevara. Without a doubt, today's Talakayang Heartbeat showed us how R&D will help us generate health solutions tailored for Filipinos.